The garden of no comparisons. In the hills above Meadow Ridge, where clouds kissed the fields and gossip grew faster than weeds, lived a young woman named Elise, who was always looking sideways. She watched the neighbors' crops, counted the eggs in other baskets, and measured her worth in glances and echoes. If her sunflowers bloomed tall, but another stretched higher, she trimmed hers in secret shame. If someone praised her bread, she'd taste another's and convince herself hers was bitter. "Keep up," they'd whisper at the market. "Outdo, impress." And Elise believed them, until her days became a silent race she never asked to run. One day, an old traveler stopped at her gate. His sandals were frayed, but his eyes held the kind of stillness that comes only from walking far without hurry. He asked for a cup of water. Elise poured it, apologizing for the cup, the cracks in the path, the fading color of her door. He smiled and said, "I asked for water. You gave me judgment." That night, those words stirred her, like wind in dry branches. She sat in her garden staring at rows of plants she no longer loved, only evaluated. She remembered how it all began with joy, the feel of warm soil, the thrill of seeds opening in the dark. That memory rose like a song through silence. So she stopped counting, she stopped looking over fences. She rose each morning to tend her soil, not theirs. She watered with intention, pruned with patience, and listened, not to gossip, but to the quiet rhythm of her own growth. Seasons passed, the village changed, markets bustled with new faces, but Elise no longer leaned into the noise. One morning, a young girl came to her gate, breathless and unsure. "How do I grow a garden like yours?" she asked. Elise knelt beside her, handed her a trowel, and said softly, "By planting what's true for you and not looking over your shoulder to see if it's enough." Then she did something she hadn't done in years. She picked one perfect sunflower, not the tallest, but the one that followed the light with the most devotion, and placed it in a glass jar on her windowsill. A quiet reminder that peace blooms best when rooted in the self. In a garden without mirrors, every flower grows in peace. In the next story, we look at what remains after we're gone and ask what truly matters. Click the card and walk inward.